Recommendation to Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari and his team for ensuring that the forensic audit of the NDDC is successful despite desperate attempts to scuttle the audit. The National Youth Council of Nigeria, in conjunction with our frontline civil society partners, have keenly followed the anti-corruption war of the President Muhammadu Buhari administration, and we are highly elated at the massive gains being recorded by the government. It is no strange fact that this administration, having placed high premium on the Niger Delta region and the well-being of our people, sought to positively reposition the Niger Delta Development Commission as the key intervention agency of government to deliver development to the region. On the heels of this, Mr. President ordered a forensic audit to be conducted in the commission. Records reveal that the Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Senator Godswill Akpabio, immediately swung into action, and in February 2020, a firm of leading forensic auditors in the country was nominated and appointed at the Federal Executive Council to look into the activities of the Niger Delta Development Commission. That and other 16 field forensic auditors were also procured to handle the complex audit process of the agency to achieve transparent outcomes on all parameters of precision. As the report is ready for presentation to Mr. President today, as has been done through the Honorable Attorney General of the Federation, which most of you witnessed inside the chambers of the HAGF here, we commend him most sincerely and congratulate him warmly for this epochal achievement against corruption and underdevelopment in the Niger Delta region. We also extend this commendation to President Buhari's ministerial foot soldiers in this titanic battle against corruption. His Excellency Senator Godswill Akpabio and Mr. Abubakar Malami, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Ministers of Niger Delta Affairs and Attorney General/Minister of Justice, respectively. Indeed, the Attorney General of the Federation provided all the institutional support to ensure that this report sees the light of day, while the Minister of Niger Delta Affairs bore the bullets in the field of work to see that the audit is successfully done, and it was particularly this DOE that ensured that the directive of Mr. President was executed to the letter. It had been a grand battle full of intrigues, blackmail, mischief, and wired politics. But in the end, light triumphed over darkness. Clearly, those who had benefited from the corrupt practices of the past were hell-bent on resisting the forensic audit using various extreme strategies to frustrate government's effort to reposition the NDDC. These fiendish elements and enemies of our dear nation went ahead with their failed activities in a desperate bid to blackmail the government out of going ahead with the audit. So far, over 12,000 hitherto abandoned projects have been identified, and most of the contractors have been compelled to go back to site. The NDDC forensic audit has proven to be one of the single most decisive blow of the administration's war against the hydra-headed monster of corruption, among several other salient gains recorded by the government. At a point, our beam of scrutiny uncovered a grand plan by these mischievous elements, including contractors and some powerful politicians, to prevent the report from being presented. But you can see today that justice and truth, accountability and transparency has prevailed over the collective enemies of our nation, Nigeria. Their last ground strategy was to smear the image of the Honorable Minister of Niger Delta Affairs. It was to be their final push. But it failed because the overwhelming support of the masses, particularly in the Niger Delta region, for the President and the Minister is very strong. While congratulating Mr. President and his team, we must warn that the battle has just begun in a different dimension so as to stop the implementation of the report. But the Nigerian youth and all civil society groups shall resist any attempt to forestall or to prevent the implementation of this report. This battle might be dirtier, but the Nigerian masses are prepared for this. The Nigerian youth are also prepared for this. So we urge Mr. President to remain courageous as usual, as Nigerians of goodwill are fully with him on this. We have it on good authority that these faceless politicians and failed contractors who feel guilty of their actions and are scared of obvious implication of the report have perfected plans to relaunch series of attacks against the report of the forensic audit, as well as launching series of smear campaigns of calumny against the Honorable Minister of the Niger Delta Affairs. Nigerians of good conscience must therefore be on alert to ensure that the continuous defeat of evil prevails and a clean and sanitized Niger Delta Development Commission prevails. It could be recalled that in particular, one hired character that had in the past written series of petitions against Akpabio since he left office continued with these acts. This series of blackmails, we dare say, has nothing to do with Senator Akpabio's stewardship as governor of Akwa Ibom State, because this issue of the forensic audit is an entirely different matter and we must focus on it. We therefore urge President Muhammadu Buhari to discountenance whatever distractions that may be sponsored against the full implementation of the forensic audit report in the interest of the people of the Niger Delta regions and Nigeria as a whole. We are certain that with the submission of the forensic audit report, the era of unprecedented and monumental corruption manifesting in extensive contract fraud, procurement law infractions, non-budgetary and extra-budgetary spendings, audit violations, cronyism, fiscal recklessness, and flagrant disregard for procedural rules, as was the order before, shall no longer prevail and be put to a grinding halt. We urge all the Zen and true patriots to keep faith with the anti-corruption war of this government, as it is in the overall interest of the masses and for the forward voyage of our dear nation, Nigeria. Once again, we congratulate Mr. President, we congratulate the Federal Republic of Nigeria, especially the ministers directly involved as here identified. We congratulate the masses of the Niger Delta and indeed all the good people of Nigeria. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much. Fuel the youth! Fuel the youth!